Okay, we're again going to look at these data that we use to calculate the correlation coefficient. And we've got in column C1, we've got the X variable, and in column C2, we have the Y variable. Generally speaking, whenever we get the Pearson correlation coefficient, as we already did right here, we want to look at the data themselves. And the way to do that is to get a graph, and the graph is called a scatter plot. So, all kinds of different options, but we are just going to do a simple scatter plot right now. And a window opens up, and I guess obviously we want Y on the Y and X on the X. Now, I've called them X and Y. This could be, a whole bunch of different things. Keep in mind the Y variable is always the dependent variable, and X is always the independent variable. Now we're just going to let Minitab do its own thing, and here's the scatter plot of these data. Now let's just look at this graph in conjunction with what we already saw for Pearson's correlation coefficient. And it told us the value was 0.855, and 0.855 is getting close to a value of +1, so that by itself tells me that there's a fairly strong positive correlation between these two variables, and it suggests that it's linear as well. We have to be careful about the word linear though. When I look at this scatter plot, there is, first of all, yes, there's a positive correlation because as the X variable increases, the Y variable is also increasing, generally speaking. So it's a positive relationship, that's true. But there's a data point right here, this one, and this one's kind of stands out to me like it's an outlier, or even if it's not an outlier, if it's an actual data point that has real significance, it's kind of telling me that these data, or this relationship, is a little bit curved. If you think about it here, because it's up and then it comes down and then it comes back up again. So it's possible this relationship is not truly linear. In a situation like this, you would probably go get more data, because right now we only have 5 data points, and only 5 data points, sometimes it can be hard to see what the real relationship is. These are things that we might want to consider for further examination.